Start on your back in a nice tight hug. Then you're going to turn to your side and keep the bottom hand on the top knee as you open up your T-spine, trying to lower the shoulder down to the floor. Take a few deep breaths into your rib cage, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Bring your arm back to your starting position and make sure to lead with the top knee so you're on your back again, and then flipping to the other side, opening up your T-spine and reaching that shoulder down to the floor. A few deep breaths into this rib cage. When you're ready, you're going to turn onto your back again, giving yourself a nice tight hug with your knees to your chest, extending one leg out as long as you can, and then extending the other leg up to the ceiling for a hamstring stretch. Pulling the other knee up so they're together and swapping sides. So both knees come up, one leg extends, the other leg extends, and bend and pull the other one up. Making sure to keep that core nice and active, not letting your rib cage pop up. You're going to pull both knees into the chest and rock side to side a little on your SI joint. Now take one leg and cross the foot over the other knee so you're in a figure 4. You could press that knee out with your arm just slightly. Take a few deep breaths here, and then you're going to turn the entire body as one unit to the side. You're going to open up that T-spine again, and you're going to pull that bent knee in toward your chest. You should feel this in your glutes and in your side body. A few deep breaths here. When you're ready to switch sides, you're going to bring the arm back to its starting position and then push the floor away with the other arm so you move as one unit. You're going to switch your legs so you're crossing the other foot over the knee, and you're going to turn into the other direction, making sure that everything falls as one unit. Taking your time in this figure 4 first, and then rolling to your side. Opening up your T-spine, and then you're going to pull that knee into the chest to get a nice deep stretch through that side body. Turn the arm back to your starting position and push the floor away with the other arm so you move in one unit, pulling the knees to your chest for a little stretch, and now popping it up into a figure 90-90. So one foot is out in front and the other one is in back with the knees bent in a 90-90 position. You're going to take that back leg and swing it around so you're crossing over your front knee, and then you're going to grab that knee and hug it so you feel another stretch through your glutes. Swing it back to the 90 position, and then you're going to swing it back to the front, giving it a little twist, swinging it back to the 90, and reaching over that front leg. To switch your legs, you're just going to sort of flip them around. So now your other leg is in front in a 90-90, leaning forward, and then leaning back to extend that back leg and swing it around for that glute stretch. Grabbing it with the other arm, giving it a little twist. Swinging it back to that 90 position, leaning over that front leg, leaning it back, and swinging that leg around. Now from the 90-90, you're just going to lift your body so you're in a half kneeling position, Hands on the inside of that front foot, and we're going to do some T-spine rotation, so reaching the inside arm up toward the ceiling, and now the outside arm up toward the ceiling. Making sure to keep your body weight centered and really reaching up as high as you can, reaching high and tall and not around. So big reach toward the ceiling, bringing it back and switching it out. From here, we're going to extend the legs so the hips come up, really focusing on a hamstring stretch through that front leg. Now you're going to kick your heels around and then sink into a nice low lateral squat. Raise the arms up as high as you can, challenging your shoulders, and then extending the hips back up and turning your body into that low runner's lunge. Extending the hips up for the hamstring, dropping the hips low for that lateral squat, raising the arms up, and then reversing. Before switching to the other side, we're going to send that leg back and focus on some deep down dogs. Here, your focus should be on your shoulders, really sending your head through your shoulders, pushing the floor away, and then shifting forward in a nice tall plank, pushing that floor away the whole time. Pushing the floor away and the head through the shoulders, big reach up with the hips, and then into your tall plank. From here, we'll switch sides on that low runner's lunge, and then you're going to bring that back knee in a little so you're in that half kneeling position. And we're going to do our T-spine rotation, so reaching the inside arm up and then switching to the outside arm up toward the ceiling. Nice big reach, keeping your body weight centered. From here, you're going to extend the hips up toward the ceiling, searching for that hamstring stretch. Then you're going to turn it around and drop the hips low into that lateral squat, reaching the arms up nice and high, challenging those shoulders. Straightening both legs and then turning it around for that runner's lunge. Extending the front leg and turning it around for that lateral squat. Make sure to give a nice effort in reaching these arms up overhead. From here, we're going to shift back into that down dog, pushing the floor away and really focusing on the shoulders, keeping them nice and strong, getting your head back as far as you can, tailbone up to the ceiling as much as possible. Keeping the feet close together, we're going to now walk the hands back towards your feet, extending that tailbone back and turning your hands to one side, and then swinging it around to the other side. Bringing it back to the center, nice deep stretch here, lifting the shoulders slightly, dropping it back down, lifting again, and moving those feet apart just a little bit more. Turning over to one side, and then swinging it around to the other side. Bringing it back to the center, hanging low, and now extending the shoulders up just a little bit, keeping that tailbone high. And then you're going to move those feet apart even more. Okay, settling into the stretch, walking the arms around to one foot. You should feel this sort of in your shin and your ankle. And now swinging around to the other side, taking your time. We're going to go one more time to both sides. And now taking it to the center, hanging low, lifting the shoulders just a little bit, kicking that tailbone high, dropping it low again, lifting it halfway. And then you're going to heel toe your feet closer together, about hip width apart, and then sink the hips down nice and low into a sit squat. pushing the knees apart with the elbows. Take your time here, keeping the shoulders high as much as possible. Lifting the arms up super high, coming up to stand.